I'll tell you something that changed my life, okay? So in 2021, I lost 2.5 million dirhams. A real estate company was screwed me over. Okay. So in my head, I was a millionaire, and then all of a sudden I was bankrupt and broke. It was tough to get back. But the thing is, that mindset that I had, right? That's what saved me, So that is genuinely why the next 3 months, once your mindset shifts, there's a certain attribute, a pattern that you'll find in any of the top consultants. It's just a mindset shift. I don't want to pick names, but there's some people in this office itself. In just, I don't know how many months, 2 or 3 months, there was a switch, and I've observed it. So once that switch happens, you're unstoppable, it's all in here. Now that is why, I'm doing these, Kaz said that, maybe everyday trainings are too much, But at this stage, I feel like you guys need, I told you, right? Those 3 steps. Clarity. Once you achieve that clarity, identity, once you understand who you are and what you want, and then once you align your actions, you're unstoppable, So we're going to do this, but we're going to do this together, I'm here, I'm here every day now. Okay, let's do this. Let's start. First debate. Dubai Creek Harbour. Okay.
Let's start with you.
Let's start. So for context, me and Asad had one video more than a year ago. Just one, and the video was so good that till date he received leads from that one video, and so he's like, can we have one more video? And I was like, yeah, let's do it.
And honestly, I've never received any leads from any video than I have from that Dubai Creek Harbour. Even till date, I'm still getting messages from that one video, and we did follow up with something on Creek Harbour, like
we did it
secondary one as well.
Yes.
But the main video was the one video.
One. Yeah. But see, that was really important. So again, that's also important. First, see, people love numbers, people love data. So we will discuss data. People love understand, look, all of that. But then when you physically visit the place, investors see action, They see, oh, this guy took that effort to go to that place, show us the location, show us different things. And we said pros and cons. Over there, Asad organized all kinds of properties, He showed how does a 1-bed look, pros and cons, how does a 3-bed look, which unit we should have picked, So that's the kind of research we should be doing.
Dubai Creek Harbour had been going a bit slow, and a lot of off-plan investors, I would say, they started switching from Creek Harbour to other places, and then boom, Square Mall launched. I mean, the news came in, and I personally saw listings. People were pulling out their listings from Property Finder because they bought for 1.1 to 1.3 somewhere, and nobody would like to sell at 1.6, 1.7, right? So most of the listings, they started, depleting from Property Finder. I mean, even as a consultant, I would tell nobody to sell right now, honestly. And then came 2 great off-plan projects. One is Livia by Palace. Before this one was Montiva by Vida. And they were, as Zuhaib always talks about, getting the best floor plans. There were floor plans for 680 square feet. There were floor plans for around 700 square feet. They weren't making sense to investors because, investors now these days, obviously everybody is getting smarter and smarter because of their research and everything. I was able to secure units for over 900 square feet. Now, these units only exist in the buildings that were made earlier, Dubai Creek Residences, 8 to 10 years old building, and there are nowhere else. But in Livia, in Montiva by Vida, we were able to secure those units. So my investors were able to buy at 2,100 per square feet compared to secondary market price, which is right now going at 2,500 per square feet.
That's really interesting. But just to add over here is that even at 680 square foot, technically you are at an advantage considering the fact that right opposite of Shobha Heartland, which has around 550 to 600 square foot, So again, I always say, a good consultant needs to have vision, So you should imagine, okay, I have a client who wants to buy a 1-bed, an end user client who wants to buy a 1-bed for, let's say, 2 to 2.5 million, okay? He comes, he sees Shobha Heartland, he sees Dubai Creek Harbour, he sees Jaddaf, he goes to Maidan. So which product will he choose, And we should choose that product now. So this news of Dubai Square Mall and Icon Tower came in 2018. But, so many rumors, so much of negativity. Again, investors started losing faith. And I was like, listen, just trust Emar. Trust Allabar's vision. It's going to come. And people who trusted it are making money, right? You know how many cases there were for the fact that, Creek Tower has been pulled out. There were cases and some people...
The foundation has actually been laid right now. They're just waiting to hype up the news.
That's it. And this is what I kept telling so even in our videos, we mentioned this, that you know what, the foundation is laid. We need to invest before the hype. So we need to touch locations before the hype. Even now, I don't think we have lost. We still have opportunity.
Absolutely.
So please discuss.
Opportunities, as I told you earlier, I used to follow Zuhaib's videos way back, and he always talks about different floor plans. We can't go in every single floor plan. It has to be some specific series, some specific floor plan. My client, it's an experience basically for me as well. They always wanted something bigger, something better than anything else in Creek Harbour, because Emaar was actually making around smaller floor plans, and it was always one bathroom less, to be very honest.
That was, and we said it was bad.
Yeah.
We said that the only one bathroom, I wouldn't get into that. We said that.
Yeah, exactly. So. Now Emaar has started changing its floor plans based on the feedback they're actually getting from the market. So you are now seeing over 900 square feet apartments coming up on 2028, 2029. So I think that's a...
But even those floor plans, you know what price were those sold at? You must understand the price as well, right?
2.1 to 2.4.
No, the one bedroom without a bathroom was sold at 2.1.
No, those ones were sold for 1.1.
Exactly. So see again, so when someone complains about a floor plan, look at the price. Why did Emaar do that? Because those times that was what the market needed. You know, the market did not want 1.8, 1.9 million. Today 1.8 million. Jumeirah Garden City sells at 1.8 to 2 million. Dubai Island sells at 1. JVC sells at what? 1.8. Danube was selling JVC at 1.82 million. Now this is one video again I made in 2021 where I was saying, guys, Shova Heartland, Dubai Creek Harbour, Dubai Hills, Rashid Yachts and Marina are all selling at 2,000 dirham per square foot. Please choose wisely. God bless you. So now also we're at that stage, you know.
I think 2,000 per square feet is an excellent price right now.
Excellent.
Because it can't get better than that, because the secondary market is already trading at 2,500 per square feet.
Correct.
And now most of the listings, as we see, they're not actually serious sellers, because when you start negotiating with them, most of them would pull out. But after the news of Dubai Square Mall, a lot of listings they pulled out.
Right.
That means they were just there just to see what sort of an offer they can get from the market. They were not serious sellers.
What is the most important thing about... Okay, there are three extremely important points about this new Dubai Square Mall. Can anyone tell me? This
AI technology, and I think drive-through.
Anything else?
It's only 3 floors.
Something else? Anything else?
The parkings are going to be beautiful.
Anything else?
That was inside information.
The cooling system they have, it's like
The air conditioning.
No, something as investors, something very critical that investors should know. It's going to be ready in 3 years. 3 years. Okay. Dubai Creek Harbour. Okay, now there was a news saying it's going to be 3 times the size of downtown. So all the agents in the market started going and saying Dubai Square Mall is going to be 3 times the size of downtown, which is not true. It is the entire Dubai Creek Harbour is going to be 3 times the size of downtown Dubai. Number 3, they're investing 180 billion into this location. Now these are factors as consultants that you should inform. And now it's not any random developers telling this. This is Mohammed Al-Abbar officially announcing it. This is where you should immediately get into action and see what are my opportunities.
I believe there was a time for Creek Island.
Yeah.
We can talk about negatives as well, right?
Of course, people love negatives.
Yeah, you see, I think one thing where Emaar did not actually think about the traffic situation.
Yeah.
There's only one lane going on in the island. You see, when you go there now, and if you want to exit from Creek Harbour around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the evening, you're stuck for at least 40 minutes. I'm talking about the island only.
Wow.
Because Emaar usually makes around 40 to 45, 49 buildings in one district.
Right.
What I liked about the mainland was, especially the green district, they only made 5 buildings over there.
Okay.
It's completely a park district, and it is not going to interfere with the traffic that is coming out or coming in on the island.
That's interesting.
Because the island only has 2 two lanes, and mostly one lane is blocked, and you're just stuck with the one lane going on.
Is Creek Beach also has that problem?
No, that's Creek Beach is actually on mainland side, so
that is
it
why
doesn't have a problem. As I told you earlier, these projects like Livia by Palace and Montiva, they're actually on the mainland, right next to metro, and on the in the green district.
So people who don't understand what green district is, so there are 3 districts, and correct me if I'm wrong. One is the Island District,
Yeah.
Creek Beach District,
Yeah.
and then
right
Park
now,
is the
green
green
district.
district.
Right
no,
now.
no, is it? And okay, that's the green district, and then this main downtown area. Is there a name for that?
No, it's called usually it's called mainland.
Just mainland.
Within the mainland,
Okay.
there's the green district.
So green district,
9 districts total.
9
Yeah.
districts.
Can I jump in? Is there actually a solution for this traffic problem, or are they gonna
Not at the moment, because a lot of my customers, they keep on asking me, what's the...
They can't be a solution.
Because it's so high, it's densely populated over there.
Yeah.
So,
It's messed up.
not right
How
now.
about building another connector piece? That's something like that.
I have no idea
I mean,
about
they
that.
tried that exit so there are a couple of exits, like there's the Dubai Festival City exit, there's that
Downtown exit,
downtown
Russell 4 exit. There's only 2 exits over there, but there's no solution at the moment.
But then on days like New Year's night, you probably should stay away, from Creek Harbour,
Regular days, every day.
Yeah, so that's-
45 minutes, literally.
Yeah, so this is something I made a negative video about Shobha Hartland once, and I got banned because of that, saying that okay, there's just it's a small 2-lane road, and there's too much of density over there. But that's also the case with Dubai Creek Harbour. See, even
We should talk about negatives and positives as well.
100%,
And
100%.
honestly, when people go to Creek Harbour with me, nobody talks about it. But there was this one investor who was like, what about traffic over here?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
There is traffic over here. So right now, there's no solution for the exit and entry.
no, there's one more negative. It's a big negative, which a lot of investors have spoken about Dubai Creek Harbour, is that the construction quality was horrible. And
Especially in Bayshore, Summer Breeze, those buildings.
there are some buildings that gypsum walls were used, but this is extremely, literally, can you imagine? I've seen, last time I saw gypsum walls with tiger buildings, and then other developers. Okay, I shouldn't name. Point is that, see, Dubai, I tell all my investors, Dubai is an evolving market, and we can make money if you really study and evolve with it, So yes, between 2016 and 2021, see, after 2021, it's a new Dubai. It's not the Dubai that people knew for the last, let's say, 40, 45 years. It's a new Dubai after 2021. Different source markets. Earlier, our source markets were just India, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, and then Indians and Pakistanis from the UK. This is pretty much the market. But now Dubai has been opened up as a global financial hub. It's probably one of the best cities in the world. It's the safest city in the world. It's a tax haven, so it's very different,
550 people per day are applying for Emirates IDs. So just last month, around 7,000 new people were issued Emirates IDs. I would like to add one thing. A lot of people are coming from the UK. A lot of British people. So this is definitely becoming the Little Britain very soon. Absolutely.
100%. There are some communities that are filled with white people. Like the white, when I say the super white. Okay.
Yeah, that's super white, and that includes those people who actually went to the UK 10 years back from India, Pakistan.
Yeah.
Now they don't want to stay there. They've got their passport. They want to come back. They can't go back to India. They can't go back to Pakistan. This is their place.
So when I went to communities like Jumeirah Golf Estates, oh my God! And Jumeirah Golf Estates, there are some clusters. It's tough. It's very difficult. I felt like 1947 Indian or something. To fight for my rights or something. To place order for a coffee. One really interesting thing about Asad is that again, extremely rare. He understands and sells both secondary and primary. It's very hard to manage both. So in the secondary market, see, for example, I forgot the name of the tower. Is it Island North and Island South? The North Tower and the South Tower. That's some of the best floor plans. The one right next to Vida.
It's
called?
the Dubai Creek Residences.
Dubai Creek Residences.
Yeah, the old
one
ones.
of the best floor plans.
Absolutely,
Right? One of the best floor plans.
So what they did was in Montiva, they replicated those floor plans
that's
into their
fantastic.
new launches.
Right.
That's what happened. So people were so attracted that Montiva was sold, I think, under a week.
So according to me, in the secondary market, Dubai Creek Residences North, Dubai Creek Residences South, the grand address to a certain certain extent, and then on the creek side you have palace residences. I think another great opportunity would be creek waters.
Absolutely.
Right? Any other product?
Creek Waters 1 and 2, they're coming up, and
Yeah.
they're almost like, okay, what happened was Emaar was always going for a 4-year plan, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But now you see they're actually delivering in 2.5 and 3 years now. So every payment plan is now linked with construction.
Yeah.
So I believe Creek Waters in secondary market is very amazing because it's still on the island. Plus,
think
it
that's
gives
a
you
fantastic buy.
Yeah, Creek Crescent was handed over 6 to 7 months earlier. It's still a new building, and then you've got Creek Island, I believe, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So those were very nice as well. Low-rise building overlooking
Island
address.
Park.
I forgot the name. Island Park, yeah, Island Park 1 and 2.
That also
so
could be very
they're actually overlooking Grand and address as well.
Yes.
Very low-rise, but a huge demand for that building.
Because it's on the park.
It is on the park, yeah.
Now, Creek Waters, it's very funny. I had an investor who picked up like 2 units on the water at 2.5 million. Last year he was fighting with me, he wanted to sell it. And I'm fighting with him, I don't want to sell it. You know? And he's like, no, you made me buy So he was from Colombia. And I think I have a video with him as well. And then I fought with him. Now, after this news was launched, he's like thanking. This is where, you know, when you're a strong consultant and you sell those right products, right, and you're so clear on what exactly you want for your investor, that's where you make your money. So now what would you suggest? Secondary or primary? For a very long time, I was recommending people to go more into secondary because the off-plan prices were too high. There is a secondary market, there's secondary off-plan, there is primary market, and there are adjacent areas around this community. There's Shobha Heartland, Shobha 1, Maidan, District 11, there's Jaddaf on the other side. Maybe I'll explain on the map. But so what are the areas, maybe in rank order, that you would...
I believe these all areas, Dubai Festival City, Creek Harbour and Jaddaf, they're actually complementing each other. Now, Creek Harbour does not even have a supermarket. Everybody comes to Festival City for shopping, right?
It's true.
It does not have bars, it does not have I mean, there are good restaurants.
No
but-
bars.
Yeah, so that is actually an opportunity. I was really
That's
thinking
the
about
opportunity.
opening a
Yeah.
business, you know, like Belgian Beer Cafe, something like that in Creek Harbour.
Yeah.
There's a huge opportunity over there. There's so many people, and literally that's a great business idea, by the way. Anyway, coming back to the point.
Belgium bar, Joe, are you interested in partnering with the business, you know, in Dubai Creek Harbour, opening up a bar?
100%.
Because there's none over there. And people love to, you know.
You have investors in here, you know, ready to invest, you know.
Can you get a license in Creek Harbour?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why is no one open the bar?
No, this is funny. In 2021, I had an investor. So right below Vida, there was this retail area, and we wanted the...
Now there's KFC over there only.
No, next to...
Okay.
Oh, I don't know if they opened something over there. I
Yeah.
don't know what they've opened. This is in front of Mondu.
Okay.
Cafe Mondu.
Yeah.
There's a space over there. I think
Yeah.
it's still empty.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. So I had a Bangladeshi investor who wanted to open up a shisha cafe and a bar. But the problem is now EMA's commercial contracts are so hardcore. They take above a certain threshold, they take a profit percentage. And the guy is like, you're going to take, I think it's like 10% or 15%. And then, I don't know now what's the case, but this is another thing. EMA's commercial contracts, EMA A does not sell commercial. They don't sell their retail, and their commercial contracts are quite stiff. That's probably why people didn't do it. They only have in Vida right now because everyone wants to make all the money.
Yeah, but there's a huge opportunity for such a place where people could, you know, meet up and.
Okay, another huge thing that I want to talk about, Dubai Square Mall. Okay, so because we met the people who are developing the mall, not IMA, the actual contractors who have the contract of developing. Because I wanted to ask, is it possible to complete this in 3 years? It's a monster project. And they were like, see, if Alabar has told us we have to complete it in 3 years, we have to complete it in 3 years. We don't have an option. That's A. B, information. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but let's do it. Point is, it's going to be an ultra luxury mall. So it's not going to be like the Dubai Hills Mall. Have you guys been to the luxury section of Dubai Mall? Right? So we're talking about only Cartier, Hermes, you know, only the top tier luxury brands. So this is going to be a pure, so there are only going to be 3 ultra luxury malls in Dubai, and this is
Or part?
all of it is going to be only ultra luxury retail. Because see, this is not the biggest mall, right? It's AI integrated. You can drive electric car. They want to make it extremely premium. That's another direction in which Dubai is headed, and that probably gives us an indicator of the prices of the products that's going to surround the Icon Tower. You know, that's what because last time I heard this.
What villa
Because I was
community
about
do you
to
think
say-
would benefit? Sorry.
Go on.
No, I was going to say, because it's like, obviously, the population of Creek Harbour might not necessarily be high net worth.
Exactly, it's contradictory.
But like the villa community, Nadal Sheba,
Yeah.
right?
Nadal,
Maidan.
Sheba, Maidan South. So all your Bentley villas, Lamborghini villas, Ellington Sanctuary, District 11 South. You've got so all of those villas to the certain extent, even maybe let's say Shobha Reserve Valley.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
If you was an investor, would you park your money in Creek Harbour or Design District? Because I think that over like
Design District.
One of my investors asked the same question.
Brilliant
He compared
question.
to Vassal, by the way, near Karama. So, and he asked the same question like Vassal, Creek Harbour, or Design District.
Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough
so I
one.
think that's like a direct comparable, right?
That is the direct comparable. But Design District is priced at what 2,000, 3,000. Is it close to 3,000 dirham per square? So Design District is going to be a high end. So it's going to be like this is going to be like Ima Beachfront, and Design District is your blue water island. That's the difference. And that's what it's going to be. Miras is going to create something gorgeous with Dubai Design District. Then you have your JBR, which is your District 11 and you know, your District 11, your Maidan South, your Dubai Marina JBR is that. So let's understand on the map, right? So on the map, so let's see the areas that we should be focusing on, and let's create reports on this, numbers on this, right? So this is our target location, right? And okay, this is too much of my target location. Okay, so this is my target location. So this is the island we are talking about. This is your Creek Beach, and then this is the Green District, right?
Yeah.
This is your Green District, and then over here, Icon Mall, the foundation has already been laid. Now we are identifying what all locations can benefit. 100% Dubai Design District is going to be probably one of the most elite communities. Miras does good. Miras, I've not heard a lot of complaints regarding quality of construction and
It's still amazing. People who
City Walk has
I've been
performed
taking
blue
I've been taking people to City Walk
Yeah.
lately. Families coming from the UK, they love it.
Now, Oasis and Nadal Sheba Gardens, the mansions. So when people saw Mirage and people saw the Nadal Sheba Garden mansions, again, this was it, right? People are like, oh my God, Oasis, the community is going to be fantastic. Quality of construction of Nadal Sheba Gardens and mansions were just nicer. So this is again, as a, the easiest tactic with any investor is give all the data, put everything onto a report and submit it to the investor. Let him take a call, because some investors will be like, hey, you know what, for me, quality matters. For me, some people will be like, I don't care money, I just care about the money. But these two locations are definitely, but then there are other locations that we're going to identify. We're going to understand opportunities in Jaddaf. So Asad is an expert in Jaddaf as well. I really don't want to talk about this right now because I don't know when the availability is going to hit.
Festival City.
The Badia.
Badia is really nice. Plus, Majid al-Futtaim is also there. They've got some amazing buildings
Plots
over there. Not only plots, there are buildings over there as well.
They're not selling, but they will sell.
They will sell, and plus there is one thing, there's a golf course over there. People don't know about that.
Yeah.
Most of Majid al-Futtaim's developments are actually facing the golf course over there. The land is mostly empty, but still, it's I really like the quality there. Even if you go to Badia, they're very old developments, but where can you find a studio for over 600 square feet? I mean, you can still 700 square feet.
But Al Badia, is it freehold? Is it selling?
It is freehold, yeah.
So you can, if I go today, I can buy a studio in Al Badia.
You can exactly.
I can buy this stock.
But it's around 1.2 million now. The prices have jumped so much because of the location and its connectivity, and it's because it's complementing not only Creek Harbour but Jaddaf and Oud Mehta and the schools and hospitals in that area.
So then this is the patch that we should be studying, of what products are coming. Because again, this Russell Khor area, it was industrial, but Dubai is smart. Same thing is going to happen in Al Quoz, right? It was all leasehold, nothing was freehold. They're going to start evacuating all of these. All prime locations, are going to be, I think at some stage, Al Quoz will be evacuated. Russell Khor is going to be evacuated. So these are locations where investors would want to put their money in, because once this area is developed, it's going to be the new downtown, 3 times the size of Dubai downtown. Alabar is putting, like I said, 180 billion. That's an insane budget for this location. So we, as consultants, we need to identify all these areas that have been marked. We need to create a report. Be like, okay, what's the product? What's the price per square foot? What is the potential ROI? What's the current ROI, current ROE, future estimated values, cash flow analysis, where can we finance, where can we have leverage. So any questions so far? Any questions?
So I've got like, have you announced anything else but the mall around there? I know they've got the tower, but I mean in terms of like,
Have they announced? See, what they have said about the tower is it's inspired by Marilyn Monroe. Some people call it Miss Burj Khalifa. Some people it's the name is Icon Tower, and it's the foundation is built. There will be no residential. Okay, it's just going to be a tower. I think it's inspired from Eiffel Tower. So it's where they want to have Eiffel Tower. Have people seen the renders of both Burj Khalifa and Icon Tower? You've seen the
Like an
renders?
observation deck, basically.
They want
for
to
visitors.
redefine the skyline. They want to keep working on the skyline. So that's probably that's gonna help a lot as well. So basically, these projects over here, imagine the views. So it'll be like, so this is your business bay. Okay, this is your business bay. That's clearly your downtown, and then this is your city walk. Okay, so this is how, let's look at it this way. Okay, this is going to be a future city walk. This is going to be a business bay. So where do you want to buy now? So there are some projects in business bay, you have a full beautiful skyline view and the prices are really high, rentals are really high. So we need to identify from now. Now there are certain locations, I think the lowest price per square foot in this entire area would probably be District 11 right now.
Exactly.
Or Jaddaf.
No.
Huh?
I was about to mention that.
Okay.
I believe. No. Seriously, he's right on point.
Okay. We have an investor of Amal over here.
It is not about being biased or having too close of a feeling to Amal. But Amal, as a project, as a PSF, I think it's the best. It cannot beat anybody.
You cannot beat.
It cannot beat any developer out there.
So that's,
and Tanveer is absolutely spot on.
To add points on Amal, it's branded by Mansoori, which is big. It's backed by a local family, so it's a very, very interesting project. I think, but the price per square foot is 2,000. But in District 11, you can get for 1,400 dirham per square foot. In Jaddaf, what's the price per square foot?
2,200.
What?
Yeah. Now.
When we were talking about Jaddaf, what was the pricing?
It was around 1,700 something.
See,
No, but even in the district level, you get a 650 square foot of a one bed at 1.25. You're eventually hitting 1,800.
Okay, then what about a
Yeah,
two?
but there's so many different projects in District 11, right?
Yeah.
It's just, you know what I mean? You can't just...
A lot of.
But you know what? What the funny thing about District 11 is, it's District 11 is like Furjan. You have only one row of low-rise buildings, and then it's all the villa communities. So that's quite, it's again limited supply. It's not like your, let's say, a Dubai Science Park or JVC or Arjan, or Dubai Islands. I shouldn't say bad word though. I like Dubai Islands. I'm beginning to like Dubai Islands.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to, maybe. Huh?
Why don't you move there next year?
Not next year.
Yeah.
No, 2033. See, there's opportunity, right? See, right now, there are some projects which is connected to the mall, 50-50 payment plan. You can get like a 3-bed in direct mall access close to the beach at around 3.4, 3.5, 50-50 payment plan. For an investor who doesn't mind holding, it is opportunity, right?
Where's that, sorry?
In Dubai Islands, right?
Which mall? You mean the one that's in the middle?
Yeah, that mall. Yeah. So there are some projects that are.
working on that now.
Yeah.
Have you started working?
Yeah. So there are projects where you imagine you can
What are
walk.
you talking about? Sorry,
Which
developer?
developer?
Huh? Which developer? It's
But I didn't want the smallest I didn't want.
it's Amis actually. This Amis is developing a project, which is connected to the mall. It can walk to the beach. 3-bed at 3.4, 50-50 payment plan.
What mall is it?
In Dubai Islands, there's a mall.
There are mall.
There are malls.
They're saying that mall's going to be as big as downtown.
See, I've stopped. I've stopped discussing malls.
Islands, they do
See-
downtown as well.
And it's a Gera mall.
Yeah. So I'll give you live feedback. Okay. So my coach is from let's say my coach is from Kazakhstan, Eastern Europe, very Eastern European. He's like, bro, why would people invest in Dubai Islands, bro? It's such a shit location, It's like, that's like, do I have to cross Beira to reach there? So I'm saying perspective, right? Oh, it's like Sharjah, bro, So that'll be a big challenge that we'll have to face. But I think that eventually when people move into the place, there's a beach at the end of the day, there's beach access, and there'll be some nice projects over there. See, I feel like Beyond is positioning itself like Ellington. Ellington, how it positioned, I mean, Ellington came with Belgravia and JVC. No one believed in Ellington, but today it's standing strong and they started with JVC. So that's what Beyond is doing, right?
Imtiaz should also be mentioned.
Imtiaz is doing Imtiaz, I don't know, boomed out of nowhere, like it just and their projects look really nice,
And they give it fully furnished as well.
They're doing what Ellington did in JVC. Ellington only has one project as of now in Dubai Islands, but exactly what their strategy was, really capture a new market.
I mean, it's amazing what Imtiaz is. So that's what, again, as consultants, we should be on this, understanding who's building, what prices, what locations, where can we make money, So I'm going to make this new video called 100% ROE series, where I made a video 2 years ago in 2023, okay, where I promised we can achieve 100% return on equity, okay. It was a hated project. Okay. It's right behind near our office. It's called Imperial Avenue.
Yeah.
Imperial Avenue. Okay. People hated it. Okay. People are like, you know what?
Handover was delayed.
4 years delay in handover. Nobody knew who Shapurji Palanji was. Nobody cared. The designs, nobody looked at the floor plans. Nobody looked at the design. Nothing. Okay. It was 3070. Again, now I'm not promoting 3070. There are a lot of crap 3070s as well. But you know what? I knew who Shapurji Palanji was. I knew what the problem was. I investigated what the issues were. I investigated who's taking over the new project. I was clear, okay, I spoke with Dubai Land Department. Could they default on what they had showed? No. I studied what the materials were being imported. So I had like 90% visibility, right? So we took that gamble. So my investor bought 3-bed at around 4.4 million, paying 30%, okay? So anything above 5.8 million, I'm on 100% return on equity. Okay. And now in 2025, his bank evaluated at 6.5 million, but that's not the most important part. When he came to the building, so this guy, we visited every project. We visited Opera Grand. We visited some of the top towers in down. Opera Grand, has everyone been to Opera Grand? The lobby is crap. Does everyone agree on this? The lobby is pretty crap.
Even the entry and exit.
There is no place to park. There's no place to, and that's not exactly very high end. People would expect.
Quality also
Is not so great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Now over here, there was a huge valet area, so you can go stop the car, your valet parking. When you enter, the lobby is 14,000 square foot. The guy went, he's like, wow, this is
actually one of the biggest sizes in entire downtown, better than MR.
What a view!
But that's the way they're located. Every single room has the most gorgeous views.
Opulence, so this guy fell in love with the project. Now, can you imagine, because the brokers created negative stigma around the building. Now, this is the problem. When there are so many brokers in the market, they create negative stigma. But then I tell people, listen, before you listen to anyone's opinion, come see the project first. When they saw the project, they're like, this is amazing, So this is another part as consultants, we need to identify, again, not fall for hype. Now again, Dubai Science Park had these 3070 projects, fantastic again, close to Dubai Hills Mall, made a lot of sense. But I told people, hey, listen, everyone is selling at 3070, okay? There's no A-grade developer. I went a bit more, dug more deep, understood the projects. Maybe there were 1 or 2 developers that were actually nice, had really strong foundations. Some big developers from Abu Dhabi are developing projects over there. SAS Hills looked really good, So there are some projects that are nice, But it's like there's a risk. And I inform that to my clients as well. I'm like, hey, listen, I'm not sensing. I feel like there's a bit of risk. Over here, this is the risk that we have. So this is how we should be analyzing locations. I think we're going to make like a comprehensive report, okay.
We'll compare Amal with Creek Harbour because we need to.
Yeah.
Creek Harbour is still amazing, right? Yeah. But then there is a product standing right next to it that is specifically Amal, so we need to talk about that as well.
No, 100%. You want to say something about it, or have we spoke? Are we going to make a report about it?
We're going to make a report about it. Yeah, that would be better.
I would make a report with Dubai Creek Harbour versus Design District versus products in Maidan South District versus District 11 versus Jaddaf versus Badia. So see, you put all the options out there, put everything out there, so there's nothing to debate about.
Last year, Jaddaf
There's nothing debatable.
Last year, Jaddaf
Yeah.
was selling from the developers at 1.1, 1.2. Right now, you cannot find, like in 6 to 8 months, you can't find a single project that is selling. I mean, even Benghazi is selling Jaddaf for 1.6, one bedroom. And I believe this is a very good location. The location is completely changing. Old buildings are going down, new buildings are coming up, and plus their access to downtown, Creek Harbour, Festival City, and Russell Khor. It's a great area to.
Now 2,000 to 2,200 dirham per square foot. Can you name me all the locations right now selling 2,000 to 2,200 dirham per square foot? What are the locations?
Gaffords, yeah.
Jaddaf,
Jumeirah Garden City.
Jumeirah Garden City. That's it.
Meydan Horizon.
Meydan Horizon. So Dubai Hills, Shoba Heartland, Shoba One, Dubai Creek Harbour, Rashid Yassin Marina, Dubai Islands.
Basically everything.
Yeah, 2,000. So this is why we need to identify leverage. Where can we use leverage? Okay, so Emar's biggest challenge is leverage. We don't have a leverage positioning over there, but we have guaranteed growth, right? Guaranteed growth. And which area should we be putting our money in? So that's a report probably we should.
Yeah, because
preparing.
Dubai's average, if correct me if I'm wrong, Dubai's average PSI has gone up to 16 to 1700 per square feet, from I think 13 to 1400 compared to last year.
Yep.
So if the average PSF is around 1700 per square feet, now these are based on higher volume sales like I would say Danube, Benghazi, Samana, everybody's buying over there. But we need to focus on products that can make our investors money specifically and concentrate on those niche products,
Yep.
rather than go for those products that everybody else is selling.
Why are we focusing on niche products?
Less competition.
See, there is a talk in the market that the market's going to take a dip, right? 15 to 35% dip. Okay, there are talks. Everyone talks about it. Happen, doesn't happen. It's fine. Okay, there are people talk about an oversupply. People talk about market dip happening. So what are we trying to focus on?
Avoiding. Being resilient to the.
Resilient products. We are trying to hit. Now, how can we get resilient products?
By research, scarcity, and by I think by being.
See, how we can get resilient products in locations that are more designed or attractive to end users. Okay, the more number of end users, the more resilient a product is. There are some products and locations that we look and we know that, oh my god. Okay, there are some developers, okay, and when you look at their sales team, look at their projects, as consultants that majorly it's going to be investors, right? Because every single broker is going to be calling them and saying, oh, you know what? Just put in 40% and we're going to flip it and make 100% profit in 6 months time, right? There are so many products like that in the market, right? Now, but there are certain products in the market. Okay, tell me some products that come to your mind where you feel like it'll be majorly end users.
Marjan Island. Marjan Island.
Again,
End users.
End users. Okay.
we were just having a discussion.
Arabian ranches and like the end user communities.
We were having a discussion with Tanveer. It was District by Gaffords as well.
Yeah.
End user product, 6,000 units.
True. Because the prices are quite expensive there.
Rashid Yassin Marina.
True. Rashid Yassin Marina. Why Rashid Yassin Marina is a very end user market?
It's low-rise buildings, more family.
No, there's a very important point why Rashid Yassin Marina is a huge end user market. It's a very big point. Can anyone?
It's location.
Huh?
Location.
So because it's right next to. Now the biggest stigma against Rashid Yassin Marina is its biggest positive actually. Why? Depends on perspective again. But point is that, see, there's Barduba and Dera, right? Now I've known people who have lived all their lives in this place, okay?
We can't buy.
We couldn't.
And I'm talking about like 20 to 30 years plus they have been living in Dera. They don't want to move. They're happy over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, it's a South Asian crowd. So that's another potential negative. It is a South Asian community. Okay. But all these people, all right, including we had a client recently. So we had an investor recently, 35 years in the insurance business, one of the biggest insurance companies. Okay. Now he wants to buy Villa in the Acres because his office wasn't there. And now finally his wife is like, listen man, you know, all our lives have lived here, can we live in a nice community? And then when he started looking out into the world apart from Dera, that's when he started identifying. He's hopefully finaled in on acres, you know. Expressions speak a lot, okay. But point is, there's a huge ready infrastructure, ready people, okay. And they are the ones who first bought into Rashid Johnson Marina. Do you know another location very similar to this? That's
Vassal, yeah. These people, they love buying over there. Vassal launches one project, boom, it's gone.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because people who have lived here all their lives, the only product they know is Vassal. So let's say when I was growing up, the high-end crowd used to live in a Vassal community, okay? Because that was top end. And Vassal has over 1,000 buildings, you know, 1,000 buildings. So again, that's Fahid Island is another example. Because I was shocked, why did Fahid Island sell? But then because all people have lived in Abu Dhabi all their lives, they didn't care about it. They were like, oh wow, Aldar is building, boom, let's buy. That's why it sold out. So these are your resilient products, you know. Arabian Ranches, absolutely, you know. Huge end user community, that's exactly why. Maybe Sun has one of the worst floor plans in the market, but the way it performed is unbelievable, you know. Sun's living area is the size of this conference room. And this is the kitchen. I'm not even joking.
Yeah,
You know?
open kitchen, like a tiny.
It's not a kitchen, it's a corner. It's not a kitchen. There's nothing. This is the kitchen and this is my living area. And
Similar to Eden.
I don't even want to define the garden, you know. And I literally, and so on that desk is my neighbor. My neighbor is right there, you know. Depends on who your neighbor is. It's a good or a person. It's a positive or a negative. But point is that's the situation. But still, the way the product performed, people bought it like what, 1.6, between 1.3 and 1.3 beds, and today it's trading about 3.3 million. You know, your rental income is 180 to 200,000 dirhams. That is why, we should be focusing on resilient products. That whether the market goes up or the market goes down, our product is absolutely safe. So that is why these locations, we need anchors. You know, so this Dubai Square Mall, this Icon Tower, such a strong anchor, but we need to identify opportunities around it.
I think that's about it.
It has been long enough, you know. But thank you. So any questions? No? Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Hi, I'm Mohammed Sohaib. Born and raised in Dubai, this city is truly my home. I began my real estate journey back in 2009 with EMA, and now with 17 years of experience, I can say with absolute confidence, just consultation doesn't cut it anymore. That's why 3X Capital, we go beyond, offering not just consulting. Yes, we are the best in consulting, but also business setup, mortgage services, Airbnb, property management, corporate structuring, golden visa solutions, and even crypto advisory. We approach every client with a luxury concierge mindset, trying to ensure you receive seamless end-to-end support on every step of your investment journey. Welcome to 3X, a new norm in Dubai, where Habibi meets global opportunity.